Is Apple finally preparing to leave Qualcomm behind? That's the question everyone is asking after some recent news hinted at big changes in the upcoming iPhone 17 series. For years, Apple has been quietly building its own modem technology, and now it looks like the company is almost ready to bring it to real devices. The clearest sign came from Qualcomm itself. During their latest earnings call, Qualcomm's chief financial officer shared that they expect to provide modem chips for only 70% of iPhone 17 models. That's a big drop compared to previous years when nearly all iPhones relied on Qualcomm's hardware. This strongly suggests that Apple's in-house modem is finally ready to be used in real-world iPhones. Now, reports say Apple's new modem will likely be called the C1. It's expected to appear in the regular iPhone 17 and a new model, possibly named iPhone 17 Air. These two versions might be the first to feature Apple's modem chip, while the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max models will still stick with Qualcomm's for now. This shows Apple is being careful, choosing to start with the models that carry less risk. Interestingly, this isn't Apple's first time testing its own modem. According to multiple sources, the company quietly tried it out in a limited model last year called the iPhone 16e. That allowed Apple to see how well the modem worked in everyday use without putting its premium models at risk. From what we know, the results were positive. Apple's modem didn't break speed records, but it performed reliably and may have helped improve battery life. Why does battery life matter so much here? Because if Apple's modem is more efficient than Qualcomm's, it could help the iPhone last longer on a single charge. And since Apple designs both the hardware and software, it can make everything work together better. This kind of deep integration is something Apple has done successfully before, like when it switched its Mac computers from Intel chips to its own M1 and M2 processors. That move brought huge gains in performance and battery life, and Apple could be aiming for the same results with iPhones. But why isn't Apple moving all iPhone 17 models to its own chip right now? The answer likely comes down to performance. The Pro models are usually used by people who care about speed and power. And even though Apple's modem is doing well, Qualcomm's chips still offer slightly better performance. Apple probably wants one more year of testing and improvements before making the full switch. There's also a new strategy in play with the rumored iPhone 17 Air. It's expected to replace the current Plus model and focus on being slimmer and lighter. That usually means a smaller battery, so using a more efficient modem could help maintain good battery life. If Apple's C1 modem really does use less power, it would make perfect sense for a device like this. Beyond performance and battery life, there's also a money angle to consider. Apple pays a lot in licensing fees to use Qualcomm's technology. By making its own chips, Apple can save money and gain more control over its products. It also means fewer delays and better optimization since everything is developed under one roof. Other tech companies are doing the same. Samsung has its own Exynos processors and even supplies chips to Google for some Pixel phones. Apple is just taking a similar path, one that gives it more independence and control over every part of the iPhone. Looking ahead, if everything goes smoothly this year, we might see Apple using its own modem across the entire iPhone 18 lineup. That would be a major step for the company and a serious loss for Qualcomm, who counts Apple as one of its biggest clients. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like it and subscribe for more updates on Apple and the latest in mobile tech.